Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for being so patient. It's been a while. I had a lot of things going on, and I honestly just have not been prioritizing my videos, and I really apologize. I have gotten so much great feedback. I have gotten so many questions. A lot of people have contacted me with subjects that they want to hear about on my YouTube channel. Ooh, my hair is just kind of out of place. And I really appreciate that. Thank you for everybody who has stuck with me, who has contacted me, asking me for a new video. Thank you for everybody who has given good feedback and your honest opinions. Like, that's really important to me, honest opinions. Thank you for the conversations that this has been able to cultivate. And if you're telling me about it, I love it. And I just really want to thank you guys. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being patient. Thank you all. And if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, I am in my classroom right now on my 30-minute lunch break, which is now probably like 20 minutes. And I just really had something in my heart. And I really just wanted to get it out really quickly as I possibly could. Because, when you have the inspiration, you just got to do it. I was sick of prolonging. And today's episode is about parents and repairing parental relationships. I'm reading a book right now. It's called It Didn't Start With You by Mark Willen. And the little subsection of it says, how inherited family trauma shapes who we are and how to end the cycle. So, y'all, this book is powerful. It has hit so many nerves. I mean, I have highlighted more in these first like 4 chapters than I have highlighted in entire books. This book is amazing. And something that's really been on my heart lately in general is just repairing broken familial relationships. I mean, I know we all have our thing, whether it's your parents, your aunt, uncle, your grandparents, your cousins. You just got an issue with somebody in your family. And sometimes it's really hard to resolve because sometimes it's a battle of the ego. Some people just don't want to hear you out. Like, I know I've had that problem, like not being able to have conversations with people because I just feel like they won't hear me. Like, they're listening to respond and they always just, feel like they're being attacked. And I was scared of having those conversations. And the person who kicked it off was my dad. And I had a very open and vulnerable conversation with him about just, our relationship and, the progress of things and what upset me and how I took his actions. And he received it so well. And it was such a blessing because it literally blossomed into me being able to cultivate these conversations in other areas and in other relationships within my life. And for that, I am so appreciative. And, he didn't respond with excuses or anything like that. And, we just had an open and honest conversation. And I was very grateful for that. And what I do understand is that's not always going to happen. Literally, that is not always going to happen. But I feel like it's important that we take the initiative to start these conversations with people. And I mean conversations. I don't mean you yelling, this is what you did to me, and I hate you because. I mean literally, hey, I do love you, and there are some things that happened between us in my past that, I just can't get past, and I would really like to talk about them. And, maybe you're not in that space in your life yet, and that's fine. And maybe you feel like the person that you want to have these conversations with are not in the space in their life to receive them, and that's fine as well. It's just about working towards that, Like, people aren't around forever. And I learned a very valuable lesson really early in my life about, how important it is to cherish people while they're here. There's nothing like living in the regret of the things you didn't say while somebody is no longer here. Because when somebody leaves this earth, that's it. We could pray about it. We can go to counseling about it. There's so many things that you can do, but it's just like while you still have a chance, make an effort. I feel like that's really important. Make an effort. Even if things don't go as planned, even if that person did exactly what you expected them to do, ignore it or play the victim and want to argue and yell and be childish. That's okay. That's okay because you did your part. You know that you did your part, even if it doesn't end the way you wanted to. I feel like it's important for us to just take initiative and take the step for our healing, you know? And I also want to say it's important for us to, I know I've always felt like, my disconnect with my parents. Well, I'm the child, and this is your job to fix this relationship. This is your job to come and heal us. But I'm grown. I'm an adult now. And there's no excuses. If you're waiting on somebody else, the lights in my classroom just went off. If you're waiting on somebody else to come and to play superhero to fix this relationship, it's never going to happen, y'all. It's never going to happen. That's your responsibility if that's something that you want. You can't expect it. You can't have these expectations of other people. We don't know what's going on in their mind. We don't know what they're thinking. We don't know how they feel about the situation. So ask those questions. Have those conversations. I really feel like it's important for all of us to do the work to receive the healing that we need. A lot of us are affected by our, damaged parental relationships or familial relationships, and these things come out in our intimate relationships, in our friendships, in businesses. There's a lack of trust, a lack of self-esteem. There's just so many things that these familial relationships build and are important factors in, and until we heal those broken bonds and those wounds that we have from that, there's just going to be so many other connecting problems that you don't even know resonate with each other. And, I just really want us to do the work. I really want us to have the conversation. Have this conversation with your friend. You know what? Hey, I did have this problem with my mom, or this was going on, and maybe I could talk to her. Or you know what? No, I feel like she's still in the space of this and this and this. I still feel like she's still in the phase of she doesn't want to hear anything that I have to say, and she's going to play the victim, or she's going to feel like I'm being disrespectful. Just start the conversation wherever it starts at. The fact that we're having it is progress enough for me, honestly. And I'm done. This is my episode. I actually had all these episodes planned of how I was going to come back. And that didn't happen. So, I just had an inspiration, and I really just felt the need to get this out there. And I really hope that it helps somebody. I really hope that it gets where, God intended for it to be, because it was really on my heart, y'all, really. So I felt like it had to be out there. I felt like somebody needed to hear it, and I really feel like it does its job. I hope it does its job. And I will be back with some more episodes. I will be back, if not weekly, bi-weekly. I feel like weekly is a bit much for my schedule. But I really do appreciate you guys again. Everybody that's subscribed to my channel, all of my commenters, the people that have texted me, DM me, asked me about things. I love it and I appreciate it. And it does not go unnoticed, and it's motivation for me to keep going. So thank you so much. I put these videos out there because a lot of times, sometimes I feel like people need this. I'm like, I can't be the only one who thinks about this, or I can't be the only one who suffers from this. And I feel like it's healing for me to be able to speak on it. And I'm hoping that it's healing for somebody else to know that you're not the only person going through it. So again, thank you guys, and I will be back next week.